is American success in the internet all down to just where the money is? Is it all down to Sand Hill Road? How many people here have been to Sand Hill Road? Anyone? No? You've got to go there. Who knows the significance of Sand Hill Road? Few people. Sand Hill Road is a street in Silicon Valley. It is a street on which, if you go and look at the addresses of all of the major investment houses, they all sit on Sand Hill Road. If you have a startup and you're desperate for venture capital, and you went on a backpack, you took a backpack and you walked down Sand Hill Road and just went into every reception, today, after all the madness and all the badness and all the down, you would still be walking past $150 billion of venture capital ready to be invested. Today. So I hear a lot of talk in Ireland about should Ireland try and be the Silicon Valley of Europe? You know, should we try and get all the VCs here and bring all the money here to make it? And I'm not sure it's possible to replicate that easily. It might be, but it's a difficult thing because there's something else about this. Why are all these VCs here? They're here because there's a centre of gravity. Now we understand, Silicon Valley, it's a centre of gravity. How many people here have been to a Silicon Valley party? Anyone? What was it like? It was exciting, wasn't it? You meet people you never would meet before. You meet people that are doing incredible things. There is a density to that network. And the density of that network is what drew the capital, not the other way around. The reason the venture industry started in the US is because the guys at Digital Equipment Corporation, those 3 scientists, had incredible networks. And it was through their network and the density of people in the Massachusetts area that were doing clever stuff that brought the money. But there was another factor as well, and I'll get to that in a minute. See, when you look at Europe, it's kind of fragmented and, as I said before, full of craziness. There is limited density because there's so much difference. When you look at that and you think, well, how could we bring that all together? My personal view is that you need a place which is friendly. Now, one thing I will say for Californians they're pretty damn friendly. And if you look at the concentration, yes, they have the advantage of a single language, but they have the massive advantage of a social scene and a density and an openness and an optimism that is replicable. And why not Ireland for that? Ireland has this incredible heritage of being the interface to the US anyway. There's so many Irish, diaspora in the US. And allow me to say, as an Australian in Ireland, Ireland is a friendly country. I don't care what any of the knockers might say. It's a great place to come and interact and socialise. And Ireland already has a density to it. You can come here and you can meet people, significant people and powerful people quickly. And there's an ability to get things done here that is underutilised, I feel. And you also have this educational system here, which I think is very good in parts. And that has created a very smart generation of Irish people. Why not use that, the social, the soft factors of Ireland, to bring it all together? And I think it has to happen, but I think it has to happen fast because there is another side. It's a little too slow. It has to speed up. See, when I look at the world, one of the other things that America has that is really useful, that's really fast, is Delaware. To get a company set up is absolutely lightning quick. Because you have this thing called Delaware. There is no Delaware in Europe. The UK has tried a bit. Ireland has helped a little. But why isn't there some place that you can just go and setting up a business and the infrastructure, the basic infrastructure around that business is a total commodity? Why isn't that here? Do you know what you have to go through to get a VAT number here? I mean, you must have gone through it. But I tell you, as someone who's not from Ireland, to get a VAT number here, the moment you walk in, you are either a terrorist or a money launderer. And it is up to you to prove that you're not. You are guilty until proven innocent. It's the only area of the law which makes no sense to me that's backwards. That could evaporate. There's enough density here, there's enough knowledge of people, there's enough interaction that systems could be made fast. For young and small entrepreneurial businesses, the bureaucratic overhead of Europe is madness. Right? In Switzerland, to set up a basic limited company, you need 100,000 francs of capital. Minimum. You can't do it unless you put that money in a separate bank account. That's crazy. Ask any startup in Switzerland, how did they do that? They say, well, we haven't yet. We're running off our personal bank accounts. There is a regulatory and bureaucratic arbitrage opportunity that is available here that could just completely create a state change, not just in Ireland, but in Europe.